music and fashion go together. They do go together. Again, like I said earlier on, like to me, I treat them like my twins, my twin children. So music can't go without fashion. Fashion can't go without music. Those two, yeah. And let's not forget, it's all art. Let's not forget, like, um, how would I put that? Like, the molding, the other art and craft. It's all like in one. But with music and fashion, I'll go into that one really like, yeah, one is the other, the other is the other. They both need each other and they go together. So to me, fashion is very crucial. Fashion is very important. Fashion is in my blood. I breathe it. Um, I speak it. I dream it. That's how I speak. With me, when it comes to fashion, even from an early age, when I was still even in college, excuse me, I always wanted to stand out because everyone dresses the same. Everyone like does the same thing in fashion. But what makes you stand out is being unique. So, and always I have this thing in me that I don't want to look like everybody else. So I want to be different. And I know every time I'm coming out, people are expecting to see something new from me. You get me? So that's why you see like today I may have red hair, tomorrow I may have white hair, tomorrow I may have blue, tomorrow I may have my bald. Tomorrow. So I'm an artist. You can never know. I'm like a chameleon. You get me? I'm like a chameleon. And that's how an artist should be. You should be able to transform yourself at any time. Tomorrow you can come out like an old person. Then the next day you're like a teenager. Then the next day you're like, if you could camouflage or if you could shape shift, yes, into a baby. That's art. That's why you see people like Michael Jackson, people like Prince, people like myself. I'm gonna put myself up there because that's how I am with fashion. Like I don't allow people to dictate on me or how I should dress, how I should look like. Oh, no, I do it myself. How I wanna look is how I wanna look. That's how you see Michael would everybody wanted to see Michael. Every time he came out, everybody it's not just because he was the greatest musician, no, it's because he was the greatest artist of all time. People wanted to see how he's dressed like, how his hair looks like, how his nose looks like, how his hat, there was all those things. That was art. That's what Michael Jackson put out. That's what people were always anticipating, they always wanting to see how, Prince, same thing with Prince, you know. Prince he had that feminine side of him. Same thing with Michael. But there was this masculinity in him as well. And his swag, you know. People always wanted to see how he's dressed like, how his hair is going to look like, how he's going to, all those things. That's art. So, and that's fashion right there. So singing alone is not going to break it for you. You need to put people, somebody, they need to anticipate and let them keep waiting. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. That's why you even don't know what time it is for me. That's why it's hard for people to know how I am. Like, I'm this kind of person. If I want you to recognize me, you will. If I don't want you to recognize me, you won't. Because tomorrow I may be on the street, totally different person. And today you see me, I'm a totally different person. So I camouflage. It's like I shape shift all the time. It's because I'm an artist and I'm allowed to do that. And I want to do that. And this has caused many people to want to know uh, how I look like. So like if people know I'm coming to the club, they're like, oh, how is it dressed like? How is it going to be dressed like? That is what makes people attracted to you. When you show up in the club and people talk about you, oh, he was in the club, and they're like, how was he dressed like? Then you know you're not even into fashion, you're into art. You get like people want to see how you're gonna look like for that event or that occasion. So you put that anticipation in their heads. So that's how I see fashion with music. So I can't do without fashion. And by the way, for me, fashion comes first, then music the other way. They are twins. One brought out the head first, another one brought out their head second. But to me, they're twins. Yeah.